Welcome to Big Braids and Crypto. I'm your host, Mr. Big Braids, coming to you live from a reservation somewhere. Taking a look at LCX real quick. Looks like it's actually starting to get some fuel going. For those of you that are in LCX, it came up and tested the 0.25 up here. Looks like it's basically holding. I looked at it at a shorter time frame, and looks like it'll probably test this. Probably get a pullback. For some consolidation, if anything. It'll come back down to the 0.23 if LCX is continually getting to be bullish. Could probably look for this scenario here, and then you know good takeoff. That would be the ideal situation. If it does get over this 0.25, you could look for points at 27 cents, and then if it's continuing to get bullish, 29 cents after that as the next point. Uh, is LCX ready to make some moves? Is tonight the night? It remains to be seen. BTC looks like it's getting ready for some kind of action as well. We're not really too sure what kind of action, but the scenario we talked about the other day, it's basically coiled up, basically pretty good. So at this point, it's either up or down. So I know the market's pretty neutral, and everybody's trying to figure out what's the next move is. So LCX here is looking, like it's doing pretty good. If it does decide to start, moving out, and BTC decides to start ripping too. A lot of these coins will have some pullback. I talked about that on my last video over ASM. Was in the beginning when I got into crypto before, BTC would start ripping, and all my altcoins would start coming down, and I didn't understand what the hell was going on. I was like, oh damn, everything's selling, but BTC's ripping. I thought that was a good thing, but in reality, it was a good thing. I just didn't look at it in the right perspective. So, but you always got to remember, this is not financial advice. These are my views and opinions in the market only, and you always got to do what's right for you. But yeah, LCX looking, is trying to make some moves. If it does, get rejected here, it's probably going to consolidate back to the 786 here at 0.2362. If this, doesn't hold, more than likely it's going to come down to, more than likely 0.2278, and then some consolidation, and then for the next move up. If it does get down to this point and it rejects at 0.2362, could possibility it's just going to go sideways. But if it does, it could possibly go down lower, down to 0.2236 here, and then the next leg up, and worst case scenario 0.2024. So is that a sale for LCX? It remains to be seen. I'm just keeping a watchful eye on this one, because it just the way it got listed, it started, and it's just one of those grids that just can't really get a good read on. But at this point, it's looking like it's wanting to do some moves. The average volumes, it's slowly creeping up there in volume, but it's just there's a big sell thing here. But I usually don't go by these anyways. So, but it is up 4.6% as far. Oh, it's going down 3.84%. Excuse me, man. Oh, my bad. But yeah, keep an eye on those prices. Worst case scenario, 0.224. But really, without if it is a dud, geez, these are the scenarios could go down. But as far as making moves, it did get over this, the last high peak here, and it is putting in a higher high, and then possibly a higher low, and then continually starting to make its move to the upside. So yeah, keep an eye on those. And this is Mr. Big Braids signing out. And you always got to remember, this is not financial advice. These are my views and opinions on the market only, and you always got to do what's right for you. Mr. Big Braids out.